On this episode of PA Farms, we are testing the jump pack that I got for Christmas. We have a good example to test that out today. I'm going to be talking about why my videos might seem out of order in the next couple days. And we are going to fire up the Case 395 and I'm going to show you guys a problem I had with it. So stay tuned. All right, guys, those of you who are following me on Instagram, and I even commented in the comments on the last video when I was pushing brush, you know I had a flat tire, this Case 395. If you saw my overview video on this tractor, you knew that this rear tire had 2 gashes in it in the sidewall. They were pretty bad. I could stick my finger in and poke the tube if I wanted to. Pushing brush, I put an hour on it already and parked it here. The next day I came down and the rim had fallen apart around the valve stem and the calcium had run all out and it was sitting crooked here right down on a flat tire. Right now I have a jack under it. It's holding it up. I have blocks under the drawbar, so it's pretty solid. We're going to start it here in a few minutes. Yes, even up on the jack, that'll be fine. Anyway, there's a cheap way to fix this tire and an expensive way. Trying to save money. Like I said, being Pennsylvania Dutch, there's not too much I can do to save money with this. When a sidewall is cut, especially as bad as this one, the one gash is probably 4 or 5 inches and the other one goes pretty deep. I'm guessing that is a lot of damage from the sitting out in the sun. This tractor sat out. You guys saw my video when I changed this front tire, how bad it was and how dry rotted and cracked from sitting in the sun. And the way they must have had this parked, the sun must have been hitting this side because the other tire isn't dry rotted hardly at all. So the cheap way I was thinking was taking the tire off the rim. The calcium's gone. It ran. I have it cleaned up now. It ran out the back of the building there. So there's no more calcium in. I need calcium to be a loader tractor. You can buy calcium and you can mix it yourself, but you need a pump. You definitely need a calcium pump to be able to pump it back in. I didn't want to mess around with it, so I'd probably have to get it filled somewhere. But the rim had, it's going to be too dark to show you. I have the valve stem to the top. The rim, it's about that big of an area that just fell apart when I tried to get air back in it. So the rim is pretty well shot. I could take the rim to the local welder. He could weld it shut, drill a hole somewhere else. But my dad went through this. They charged $89, $85 to do that, for all the labor that's involved, getting steel in the rim and stuff, and all the time to weld it. I could probably weld it if I wanted to spend a lot of time at it, but it's just so deteriorated and thin, and it's not just around the valve stem, it's all the way around their spots. So a new rim's only like $112, $120 bucks. So why go through the trouble? I'm gonna get a rim. I have a tire ordered, a new tube, and calcium. That's all being ordered and assembled down at Zimmerman Farm Service. I'm going to run down when the tire is finished, bring it up here, try to get air in this tire. All I need is about, I don't know, a minute. If I get air in, run outside, lift the new tire off my pickup, bring it in here, jack it back up. There's 6 bolts around that hold this loop. It's a loop style, and change the, go ahead and change it to a new tire. There isn't much I can do with the old one. It's that hard too from being, these are the original tires Zimmerman thought to the tractor. This is what these tractors came out with. So from 1992, what is that, 25, 26 years old. Didn't go on the road. It's a shame for them. They're still pretty good tread, but the sidewalls are in too bad a shape. I don't want to deal with it. And for what I paid for the tractor, I can put a little bit of money into it. So anyway, the next issue is I wanted to start this and charge up the battery. It's about 20 degrees today, so I will show you guys what I ran into here. The battery is weak, and I don't have electric down here, so I can't put it on the charger here in the shop. To charge it up, I'd have to take the battery out, take it up to my cellar, and charge it up there. Or just bring another battery down. I have 8 or 9 sitting in there that are charged up and would work, but I want to test that jump pack. Like I said, years ago I had a jumper pack and it wasn't very good. This one we're going to give a try. So, little test here, and I'll show you how weak the battery is. It's not going to start here. Oh, made a liar out of me. I was down here and the battery was just about dead. I guess it built up again. There, you can hear it. not enough cranking amps there to start this thing. So let me get switched around here and I'll get this jumper pack hooked up and we'll try, see if it makes a difference. Okay, so this is a Duracell brand jump starter. It also is an air compressor. I went through that on another video. 750 peak amps. We'll try it. I don't know. It's only a little 3-cylinder engine. So, following the instructions, it said to charge this jumper pack for 24 hours. And then once it's charged up, it stops charging itself, and then it has a maintainer. They recommend in the instructions to leave it plugged in. What I actually did was I plugged it in and forgot about it for 5 days. So it's had its 24 hours to charge, and you can't overcharge it, it said, because it does have that maintainer feature. So this, as far as following the instructions, this should be ready to go full charge. They have charging indicator lamps there. So let's get this into position here. And it's pretty much, let's see, that one's positive, that one's negative. Red on positive, black on negative. It's not an old 6-volt. So bear with me, I know it's dark, I apologize. I'm always apologizing for the lighting down here. It's what it is. It's not much brighter for me. So let's get this rearranged here and make sure that is, yeah, that is positive. It's on this side. So I might have to, hang on, one-handed working again. Let me get it hooked up. All right, we got it hooked up. I got to come around to this side so you can see a little bit. Red on positive, black on negative. Now it says to turn it to the on position. So let's see if we can let some smoke fly here. Hold on a second. Should just have to flip this to on. And I'm guessing that's all you have to do. There's no lights that came on. We'll see. I have no idea if that's how it is. My other pack was like that too. It didn't tell you if you were jumping it or not. So there were no lights, but let's just see if it makes a difference here. And let's see if the starter can grind. Nope. All right, there's got to be something I'm doing wrong. That didn't make any difference at all. Let's see here. No? All right, take 5 again. All right, we got it now. It's making contact. It just wasn't making contact. Sounded a little bit better, so we're going to see. Now, what I'm about to do is going to probably spark debate. The debate rages about doing this. It's something that not everybody likes to do. I have no problem with it. Starting fluid, it is only 50% ether. On these tractors, there is an air intake right here. So to get the ether sprayed in, now I'm going to spray a little more than you guys would probably like to see. But it's okay because that ether has to travel through that whole air intake assembly over to the air filter. It's got to go through the air filter. And it's a long way till it gets to the air intake. These tractors came from the factory with an ether can and a button. So if Case IH said it was all right to use ether, it's all right for me. Let's try it again. Whoa. And you can hear I do need to work on the starter. It's not perfect yet. And we're getting some life out of it here. That jumper pack did make a difference. A little bit. Yeah, you should have somebody spraying ether while you're cranking, but there's one person here. One man show, like always. Come on. And I don't like cranking it too much here, kill the battery. So, one more spray down here. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, it's amazing some of the stuff you read. Some guys don't like ether. Some guys say it's going to destroy your engine. Some guys say you're going to end up with a tractor that's dependent on ether. I don't see anything wrong with it using it in the wintertime. International Harvester had ether cans on the 66 series, 86 series, and guys used them all through the years, and they're still going to this day. So the 560, I think they come on, you can tell when it gets the ether. There, we got it. It takes a while though. Come on. on. Come on. And we got her. It takes a while for that ether to get through the system. Like I say, it's got to travel through that whole plastic air intake, and then it's got to get all the way to the air filter, through the air filter, into the air intake. There is a button that you push to make the ether can work. And that's disconnected, of course. That's starter grinding. That's a common thing. It's probably the Bendix. Been through that several times. So anyway, the jumper pack works. I don't think I'd want to use it on bigger stuff. I could try it, but it held up pretty good after cranking. Let's crank it a while there. Let's see. And I used one dot of energy to crank it over. So we're gonna let this run. I'm gonna let the battery charge up and move on to the next part of this video. Okay, just a quick end of this video. I just want to, for those of you guys that are regular viewers, regular subscribers, you're watching the videos in order and following every day pretty well. I just want to let you know it might be a little confusing here coming up. I'm way ahead on my videos. The farm show that I went to was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I wanted to get those videos up right away just because the farm show is still going on. So I cut into my daily video sequence and basically had 4 days out of order now. 4 days for my farm show trip. Today's the last video, or I'll post the last video today. But anyway, in some of the videos coming up, there are some just random things that were going on in between and after and before. It may not make sense, they may not be in order, but it's just some different things I was doing around the farm in between. So I'm gonna put them up just to get all of the footage out of the camera. So that's why if you hear me saying about I'm gonna be going to the farm show or talking about different stuff, I'm a little out of order, I'm a little behind. I want to catch up, so I'm just going to put a bunch of video clips to have together so you guys can be up to date about where I am today. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I welcome all the new subscribers. Doing a video every day, you'd think I'd run out of things to talk about. I have so many video ideas and so much on the back burner now that I've got to get making some of these videos that people requested. I've got to just do it and get them up because I've had some requests. I do want to do that frequently asked questions video because with new subscribers, there's going to be a lot of questions. And a lot of the questions were answered in past videos. I have over 200 videos up already, and I can't expect people to go back and watch every single video to get their questions answered. So I'm just want to do kind of a fast forward to where we are today and answer some questions. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I got some other stuff to do. Like I said, welcome. Thank you, guys. Instagram has been very active. Head over there. I'm posting pictures probably every 2-3 hours, different pictures. I just had a score of pictures from 2012 when I was farming over at my dad's, my Massey Combine when it was still working. So head over to Instagram. I'll keep that interesting and new and constantly moving. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks again, guys.